teachers, my name is Irving Peralta. I'm one of the English learner specialists here for the district, and I want to create this short videos about each of the 7 steps to a language interactive classroom. Why is it important to have the 7 steps in our classroom? Well, let's just imagine that you are a student who comes into the classroom and sees this passage, and the teacher right away says, get ready, go ahead and read it on your own. I have some questions to ask you. Those of you who are AVL, well, you just simply put the questions on your screen. Whether you're face-to-face or AVL, similar thing. But just imagine a student is sitting there and they're trying to understand what you are saying. Now, they can kind of, some of the words, they can maybe come to a conclusion and understand what they are, but the majority of it, they're just frustrated and they won't be able to produce a good product. So then you come and you have the questions. What are how many substances are in mixtures? What types of matters are in mixtures? Sketch 3 examples of the mixtures stated in the text. And maybe, possibly, there are some of the questions that I am able as a student to answer because of prior knowledge or because of what I've learned in the past before. But the majority of us, whether you're a person face-to-face or you are a virtual student, you're simply just going to stay quiet. I mean, let's be honest, you simply are not going to respond. You're going to be there, it maybe even become a distraction, maybe even start this disturbing the class and you name it. You can all go downhill from here. Why? Because the student does not understand what is happening. They don't get it. They read the text and they cannot process it. But what if before we gave them the passage, before we assessed their knowledge, what if we had plenty of activities where we had a word wall? And not only did we have words, but we had visuals right next to the words that had to do with that specific vocabulary. What if we had a perspective where we actually, in our notes, we made drawings, we made sketches, we actually practiced labeling. What if we had an activity where the students physically try to combine these 2 types of solid materials, and we can say, because they do not become one, it is called a mixture. What if you had sentence stems that the students actually use the vocabulary and practice what is a mixture? What if you had a total response where the students would stand up and would chant this little phrase, a mixture is 2 or more substances mixed together? I don't know, just something silly and funny that they would practice. After you've seen all of that, maybe they can come back to this paragraph and now, okay, I see the word ingredients, I see the word mixture. Oh, I know what my teacher is asking. And all of a sudden you get participation. But how many times have we put something on the screen, on the monitor, on the board, and we get silence? We have no one participating, no one raising their hands to answer. And that's kind of where the 7 steps come in, to help students to be able to feel comfortable right in the classroom, feel safe, and more than anything, participate. And yes, this can also be something that we can use online, those of you who are virtual teachers. So let's look at the 7 steps. 7 steps here. There are 4 of them. There are procedurals. It means that this is something that you are going to be doing pretty much every day throughout every subject in your class. Teach students what to say when they don't know what to say. Step 2, have students speak in complete sentences. Randomize and rotate. Use total response signals. Teachers, you already do similar things like this, but let's give it a name and let's give it a process so that you can say, yep, I know exactly what these are. Then the next 3 are instructional. These steps, you actually use them for instructional purposes. These are the steps like use visuals and vocabulary strategies to support your objective. Have students participate in structured conversation, and we'll talk about that later on. And then, of course, have students participate in instruction, reading, and writing activities. So let's get started with the first step. Let's get started with the first step, and what these videos are going to be, or what they're going to look like. They're going to be short segments where I go through each step. Today we're going to go through simply step number 1. Step number 1, teach students what to say when they don't know what to say. How many times have we as educators been in the classroom and we ask questions and the students just simply don't participate? They don't raise their hand, or we always see that 1 or 2 or 3 students who are always the one wanting to answering questions, and everybody else just simply stays quiet. So what do we want to do with this step? Well, with this step, what we want to do is that we want to help students feel comfortable when they don't know the answer. You know, we have that moment when we ask the question and we have waiting time. You know, we wait to see if we can, and then we help them a little bit, and then we say, look over here, and then we say, do you remember this? But they still don't know what to answer, how to say. Just put yourself in the student's shoes, and they're thinking, I'm gonna be embarrassed, I don't know the answer, please call on somebody else, don't ever call on me. Why? Because we have not set an expectation of what to do when students don't know the answer. So this is what we as educators help students to do when they don't know the answer. We set an expectation of accountable conversation. We say, listen, boys and girls, it's okay to not know the answer today. It's okay if you are not ready to give me a response. You can either answer correctly or you can answer incorrectly, or you can also ask for assistance. So what do we have? We have these 2 posters, one in English, one in Spanish. You can print these out in color or black and white, or you can create your very own. But what happens with these posters is that it gives students a visual to know. You know, it allows for them for their worry, for their stress to calm down. It lifts that weight from their shoulders of feeling the teacher's gonna call on me and I'm not gonna know the answer. No. Now what we're giving them is giving them a tool to say, when I don't know, may I please ask for more information? When I don't know, may I please have some more time to think? When I don't know, may I ask a friend? Where can I find more information? Or would you help, or would you please repeat the question? Maybe they didn't hear it the first time. Or in Spanish, we have the same questions there. Or if you, like I said before, if you make your own, there is something that the students can go back, look at that wall, and remember that your teacher has committed that when he or she does not know the answer, don't worry, there's no stress, there's no anxiety building up. No. This is a safe zone. This is our home. This is our classroom, and you are safe. I am the teacher, and I'm here to help you. And one of the ways to help you is that when you do not know the answer, you simply look at that wall, look at the poster, and remind yourself what to say instead of I don't know. So teachers, this is step number 1. If you want to continue with the next step, please click on the following video. We'll see you there.